Ninja Clash threat analysis. This term refers to analysing your opponents at the start of a game to create a strategy, and the key way you do this is by following the ONCSH format, ONCSH format. What ONCSH stands for is outfit, name, conduct, stature, and hand sign speed. Outfit obviously stands for what your opponent is wearing, signaling to his wealth. Every day you play the game, you get 100 free coins. So if he has a full outfit, chances are your opponent has been playing for a while. For example, in my case, my hair cost 1,000 coins, along with my glasses and my mask. My jumper thing is 1,000 coins as well, and so are my pants, and the same with my shoes. And my chocolate colour also costs 1,000 coins. So adding all that together is 70 days worth of playing the game, which is quite a long time. So if you're playing against an opponent who's got like a full outfit, then you're gonna want to be careful, because chances are he's been playing the game for a decent amount of time, and if you've not been playing for that long, he's probably gonna be better than you. So you gotta keep that in mind. The next letter is N, and it stands for name. If your opponent's called player something, the chances are they're going to be very bad at the game, and there will be black flash fodder for you and all the other good players, so you want to look out for that. But if they have a clan tag in their name, for example Wideout, they're either going to be mediocre or they're going to be the strongest player you're ever going to fight. The next letter C stands for conduct, and it has two main parts to it. The first one is whenever you see a person looking at the tutorial board, unless a new jutsu came out recently, which, let's be honest, it's Ninja Clash, never happens. They're looking at the tutorial board because they have no idea what they're doing. So if they are doing this, then they're a black flash target from everyone, so you're going to want to look out for that. The second part is when your opponent is standing doing nothing. They're doing this because they're confident in every single jutsu, and they're doing this to try and overform because they think they're good. As a result, this varies in how good the opponent is. They might be mediocre and thinking they're a top tier. They might be a top tier and simply just don't feel like moving a lot. You never really know this. It's like the username. It's a very mix-up kind of thing. So it's best just to plan around them, knowing what. The fourth letter S stands for stature, and what this refers to is the height and the pitch of someone's voice. It has two parts to it as well. The first part is, as you can see on the screen right now, the bad players. They are typically very short and have high pitched voices, as you can tell with these guys.
Like, can you see my hands are, can you see this hand is blue? Can you see that my hands are blue? Yeah.
The other side to stature is the good players. The good players are typically, I say typically because there is some good players who don't follow this rule, are taller, as in they're not crouching the entire time, and have a deeper voice, as in they're not a little squeaker, right? These guys, they follow that stereotype properly, and they even play decently. I'm not a bad player. But in this, I was dressed as a player and I was going for bad moves. But even still, I was a bit surprised by these two decent players were targeting, well, not targeting, but fighting players not at their own weight level. Look at these two. Like, how are they finding enjoyment about beating up these two poor little people? These poor little players, you know what I mean? A bunch of scumbags, scoundrels I call them. I tracked them down as well, so I know they have a deep voice as well, both of them do. I told them I wanted just to play with some good players in a sad voice, and then they said, oh, it's okay, you get this good one day. So, yeah, so they're decent, they follow the stereotype exactly, and yeah, that's the final step. Well, not the final step, I'm off this one. The last letter H, standing for hand sign speed, is very self-explanatory. How fast they do their hand signs. If you don't know why, that signifies your skill level. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Moving on. The reason why I tell you this, the reason why all this matters is because it helps you formulate a strategy. And what I mean by that is, if there's a good player in your lobby, a guy who follows all the stereotypes, and a bad player in your lobby, another guy follows all the bad player stereotypes, the chances are that that good player is going to try and black flash that bad player. Alright? So you're going to want to look out for that. So your strategy might be that you jump onto the wall, like one of the buildings at the start, and earthspike the bad player, or maybe your strategy is you push the good player, like off the bat. You know what I mean? So that's what you'd come up with that specific scenario. Maybe everyone follows the good player stereotypes. So then what you do is you then decide to camp or like not engage until everyone else is engaged and has like fought each other and weaken themselves. So then your strategy would be just wait and then just till like the last guy's alive, or then until like everyone else is really weak and then just spam with earth spikes. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of different stuff you want to do depending on what scenario you're in. So yeah, that's why that's why this matters. Really quickly before I get into me demonstrating how to use this effectively and like build a strategy and stuff, this system isn't foolproof. It will not last forever. As more people join the game, there'll be more people with outfits, there'll be more people with clan names, there'll be more people who are taller, who have deeper voices playing the game, and they'll all be trash because they will be new. So when that happens, the system breaks down effectively. So but for now though it works, but in like the future, like in a year's time, if the game's still up and popular, it will not be as effective. I don't think, at least. Alright, so off the bat I can see one of my opponents has a chocolate colour and has an outfit. The other guy has an outfit, and then another guy has no outfit. So off the bat I know there's a guy who's going to be a black flash target, and two guys who are mediocre because they have half complete outfits. One guy being a bit better with a chocolate colour. So for my strategy I decide to go for the mediocre players. They're not too good where if they have a black flash it's going to be scary. And but they're good enough to worry about if I'm on low chakra. So I decide that the best course of action is just to interrupt their fight and try and get a free easy kill. It low-key fails, but he's on 2 HP now, which is pretty nice. Yeah, the reason why I did an old paper bomb and not the new one is because I recorded this video on like Sunday last week, right at the time of like I'm doing this voiceover, but I took too long, so then the update came out. I was gonna go for a teleportation attack here, but I saw you had a fireball, so I held off. I don't really know what to do right now, so I just throw a paper bomb and hope that it does something, which it doesn't. He attempts some evasive maneuvers for no reason because I'm just trying to get my kunai back. And when I have enough chakra, I go for a fireball, which lands. Quick little spin because why not? And everyone else has left because they're all cowards. And because of that, I just mess around and I scare the guy. He's scared, he's completely dazed, he goes for random Chidoris, he has no idea what he's doing. So I come in and I kill him with a fire blossom. And then he leaves too. Overall, a very easy game, which I knew I was going to win from the start. I had other clips too actually I was going to use, but I decided that I didn't want this video to be like 20 minutes long, and that, let's be honest, no one knows me. No one's going to sit down for 9 minutes. Like if you're at this point in the video, I'd be surprised. Like maybe Clears 2 is going to get this far. Lynx might get this far if I send it to Lynx. But you know, no one else is watching to this point. So if you are someone else who I've not mentioned, thanks bro. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, and comment 20 times to boost my video, please. Thank you.